Hi everyone, this is Terry from Terri Loves Books, and I'm here with my new favorite segment, Pop-Up Interviews. They're pop-up interviews because honestly, I never know when I'm going to just pop one up. I like the randomness of it. As I've said before, I'm not necessarily a person who can go to a party and talk to everybody. I really like just the one-on-one intimate or a couple people. I really like having a glass of coffee and just kind of sitting and chatting with everybody and just getting to know people and make more friends. So I am the owner of terrylovesbooks.com. You can't go check it out right now. Stay here and watch this. But when we're done, make sure you check out my blog because I've got this author who's been around several times, and I'm really excited to have her again one more time today. This is Annie Anderson. Hi, Annie.
Hi.
And she has something very exciting. Now, we are taping this on Monday, February 26th, but you have something very exciting happening tomorrow, February 27th. So first of all, tell us, what are you drinking today, Annie?
I'm drinking water like a lame person because I ran out of coffee.
Well, it's Monday. I've got coffee, so I'll drink yours. I'll drink two
I
cups.
managed to drink like 4 cups of coffee. It's just, my cup is empty.
So, Annie, why don't you tell us what's happening tomorrow? Because I'm very excited about this.
I am releasing this pretty lady tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Woman of Blood and Bone. And it is the first book of my brand new Rogue Ethereal series. And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I'm sorry?
What's the name of this series?
Rogue Ethereal.
Rogue Ethereal.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you come up with that name?
Well, Max is a rogue, and my supernaturals are called ethereals. So,
okay. Is this anywhere connected to the Scattered Ashes?
Yes, it's in the same world.
Okay.
And Aurelia is casually mentioned in the books because Max and Aurelia are really good friends. But Max, if you've read the Ashes to Ashes series, she came into, you actually got to see her. She was mentioned pretty early on in the series, but she actually, cameoed in Smoldering Ashes. Okay. She played a pretty big part in Ashes to Memories, and now she has her own series because she's just so awesome.
Is that, did you get a real model to do that?
I don't know where
it came from.
Where it came from. My cover designer, Danielle Fine.
Okay.
I love her, by the way. If she weren't in South Africa, I would squeeze her. And then she probably.
What's the name of her company?
I believe it's Design by Definition.
Okay.
But if you go to daniellefine.com, that's where you'll.
Because I love that cover. I seriously love that cover.
She did the brand new Ashes to Ashes series covers too.
Those are pretty.
Like, with all the wings and the fire and the awesomeness. And I'm like, I love you. It's like you plucked them out of my brain. And just.
Well, that actually brings up something interesting. Let me ask you about when you. I know for myself, I have started a collection of book covers that I just keep stashed. I buy them. I have no idea if I'll ever write a book that will go with that book cover, but I just like the book cover so much. So which comes first, a book cover or the story?
Story.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I have maybe a stockpile of 3 covers, and those are for my romantic suspense that I hope to, series that I hope to publish this year. But whenever it comes to my urban fantasy covers, I usually have everything situated in my brain, and at least, I want to say 25 to 50% of the book already written before I ever talk to a cover designer, because I am what you would call picky.
Okay.
And if it doesn't look like the person, I'm going to be cranky. And I try to be cranky in the nicest of ways. But I feel like the cover needs to be able to tell the story. I mean, with authors, like you get this tiny little thumbnail and you got to say so much with this tiny little thumbnail so people actually click on it and then read the blurb, and then you've got to make sure the blurb is really awesome so somebody goes buy now. So we have to, the cover is important. It's so important, and cover designers are really helping us out so much, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to tell our stories, because people judge books by covers.
Yeah.
That's
Have you ever picked up a book that you loved the cover, but then you read the story and you just didn't like it? Yeah.
So many. And I totally bought it, and I'm like, no, I have to finish it because I'm picky. I must finish the book. Like if I reach 20%, it's going to get finished eventually. I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of like that too. I just kind of feel like if I've committed, I need to just...
Because maybe they can pull it out of the hat and say, maybe the ending totally makes sense. And I'm like, that's why that crap happened in the beginning. I hope they can wrap it up. And then I'm like, yes. I don't know. I don't want to, DNF a book at 50% and then it was totally awesome by the end.
Right.
I just can't do it. Like,
do you ever come up with an ending before you come up with the beginning?
Every time.
Really? Okay.
I know every ending beforehand. I usually write my endings first.
So you go backwards?
I do the ending and then I go to the beginning.
Okay.
So, like, Scattered Ashes, I wrote all of the ending before I ever wrote the beginning. Except for the visions. The visions in Scattered Ashes were all written ahead of time.
Okay. About how long does it take you when you have an idea to actual print?
Oh, I had a really good average until Ashes to Memories. Then it kind of blew my average. Ashes to Memories took 9 months, but typically it's from idea to print is usually under 5.
That's good.
Oh, I want to be so much faster. I want to be so much faster. But it depends on the book. Ashes to Memories was supposed to be a novella, and it ended up being my longest book.
Okay.
So I was like, there's a reason it took 9 months, because these characters just wouldn't shut up, and I couldn't wrap it up. And I'm like, stop it.
So do your characters like hang out in your head and talk?
They do, and they yell.
Yeah.
And it just depends on who's yelling loudest is who I pay attention to. I can't.
I've been there.
Because I have... Max is supposed to have 2 more books.
Okay.
And then other people in that particular world each get a book. So the Rogue Ethereal series is supposed to be 3 books, and there's going to be a Rogue Ethereal world where these people kind of shoot off in their own stuff. So that's supposed to be 6 books. And then I have a romantic suspense series, which is supposed to be 3 books, and they're each couple's a book. And so I have anywhere between 18 to 25 people yelling at me just in here. Not to mention I have little people in this house that yell at me too.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about what's coming up next? What are you working on?
I am working on 2 things at the same time, which is going to go great. I believe it. It's going to go great. That's total sarcasm. It's not going to go great. I am working on book 2 of Rogue Ethereal, Daughter of Souls in Silence.
Okay.
And then I'm also working on my first romantic suspense, Seeking Sanctuary.
I like that name.
Thanks. And that one is about halfway done. And Daughter of Souls in Silence is like 10% done. So I'm probably going to end up working on Souls in Silence, because why not?
Yeah. Are you going to Space Coast?
I am not. I'm moving.
Oh, okay.
So I move at the end of May
to
Virginia. And so I don't get to do anything this year.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll have to catch up next year.
We will have to. I wanted to go, but I'm moving in the opposite direction.
Okay. That's
The workouts.
Why don't you show us that book cover again? Because I just love it so much.
I love her. Don't you love
I
her?
really love the colors. I really like the colors a lot.
Max is a very colorful person. I just want to hug her for a minute. I honestly, and then there's a certain part of this cover, which will make sense if you read the book, that I didn't put into the book until I saw the cover.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that's going in there. That's going in there. Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. You don't have to confirm or deny this, but is it the tattoos? Oh, okay. The tattoos are great.
Well, the tattoos, like, if you've read Smoldering Ashes or Ashes to Memories, Max is the tattoo artist.
Got it.
So she's always been covered.
Okay.
I like tattooed ladies.
Tell us about that's it. If I remember correctly, you told me those were your daughters.
This is me. This is my oldest, and this is my youngest.
Okay.
And we're all mermaids. And my husband's the anchor.
Oh.
Kind of tying us all together.
I like that.
Yeah, I got this done. I got it finished right before Space Coast.
Okay.
And no. Yes, somewhat. Yeah, probably. I got it completely finished all before Space Coast, and I love this tattoo so much because I've been dreaming about it since I had my oldest.
Wow. I like it. Annie, thank you so much for coming over and stopping by and having some drink with me. I really enjoyed talking. We can cheer. Cheers. Here, cheers. Woo! All right. And everybody, make sure, I'm going to put the links down below. Make sure that, oh, Annie, where can we find you online?
You can find me on Facebook, author Annie Anderson. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram. My website is annieandy.com because Annie Anderson is a pretty common name and I had to get creative.
All right. Well, I'll make sure and put all those links down below. If you haven't liked my page, make sure you like my page. Go like Annie's page. Go buy her book because you're going to like it. It just sounds wonderful. I'm so excited. I've already got it queued up in my Kindle, ready to go. So Tuesday morning when I wake up, it'll be like, hello. I'm excited. Thank you again. And if you'll stay on the line for just a minute, we'll wrap things up, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.